We just started, so yeah. Okay, I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. Start a poll. Hi everybody, welcome to my live stream. I got this new wall rack for my hats. It's pretty cool, don't you think? And I got this it's a blocker. It's for my crochet projects. Sorry about that. I got a phone call in. Hi, how are you? You can't see anything. What are you talking about? I can't see anything. Hi. Oh, sorry. I was making the poll. I'm sorry. Hi. How's everyone doing? Let's see how the... Maybe car for a edit. What does that mean? Hi everybody, how are you doing? Unfortunately, Delaney, dot Blackwood, when I sing songs, then they copyright strike it. Well, they don't really strike it, but they claim the whatever song I'm singing. So I really don't want to. I was gonna try and review the new Squid Game one, but they'll copyright it. They'll take it. Hi, Jeremiah. How are you doing? So it's not really worth the trouble to do it, if I'm being honest. It's not really worth the effort when they take it and they're like, you know what's so annoying? These billion-dollar companies, they're making a ton of money. Why do they care? I get it, it's not my property, but at the same time, I'm also giving commentary. I'm not just like watching. I'm not doing what's his name did. The guy with the blonde hair. I'm not doing what's his face did, where he just watched it, didn't say anything, and took the credit. Hi, how are you guys doing? Where he just took the credit. I forgot his name, but he is a YouTuber, or he's a Twitch streamer or whatever. Anyway, hi, my name is Candace. Hi, Jeremiah, how are you? Anyway, it's kind of ridiculous how, like, somebody like this person can, just watch, like, a whole movie and stuff and, like, not get... Anyway, I don't sing songs anymore I don't play music on anymore. In a nutshell, that's why I don't do that. Okay, well, welcome to the live stream. My name is Ann Kramer, also known as Free Speech and Me. And, yeah, so I don't really know what we're going to do right now. I was going to... thought about watching the... Anyway, so this is my, one of my hat racks that I got for Christmas. Oh, it is what it is. I mean, like, big companies like that, though, that make millions of money. Michael Mueller. GL, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. But anyway, so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this into my charger, because it's almost dead. And then I'm going to... Alright. How's everyone doing who's still here? Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be crocheting. Gonna put you up a little closer so I can actually see. If I'm way too close, let me know, because like to me I look like it's normal, but to maybe you guys it looks like I'm right up on like in your space. Like I did a live stream last time where I didn't, people were telling me that I was completely like like I needed to back up my screen or whatever, and what I understood why after I watched it, because my face, I'm not good with cameras right now, but I'm getting better. The more I live stream, the more I'm gonna get better. So yeah, learn as you go. So this is called the hell, where the heck did my, oh, right here. This is called, this yarn is called the Flower Power from Red Heart. Can you see it? And it makes a granny square that is, well, the one on the block right now is drying, so I'm not gonna show you because it's drying, but I guess I can show you. All right, no, okay. See, that's how that what that looks like. So I'm gonna be making that, and I'm gonna be watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Whiny Brit. She's a she plays The Sims. So if you like watching me crochet and listening to Whiny Brit, you should have a good time.
Now for breakfast with our one true love. So let's not waste any time. Take little Kenny boy. The fuck? When did that happen? Oh, girls' trip. That's right. Oh, gonna have to ask her to just be friends. Come on, Ken, we're going out for breakfast. Do you worry a lot about your job? Christy! That's a really odd thing to say, considering last time we saw you, we were giving you boob service at the strip club, and at that point you didn't complain. Fuck, bitch. Okay, so today we're gonna go to Brindleton Bay with a little restaurant I just placed there. Alright. Why are you wearing your work uniform? Get changed. Try and look respectable. You're out for dinner. Oh dear. Clumsy Ken. Right, let's get a table. I want an outside table, so we're going to request. So we get a nice view, don't we? Get to overlook
crochet.
the bay. Yeah, there we go.
9 double crochets. So you go 1.
Okay, let's order for the table. We'll order for both of us. Oh, okay, I guess we won't. Oh, we will, okay. Alright.
The chain 3 will count as your first double crochet. 1. So I have 2 right now, so 2.
Let's go for a turkey dinner. There we go. Nice, nice. How's it going, Ken?
There's 3.
Now, Ken, I know things haven't been great between us, and you could say that I've had a wandering eye, but from now on,
4.
it's just you and me, alright? No more taking you for granted. No more cheating on you constantly, even though you don't know.
5.
You have my full devotion. So, are you getting this, or am I paying for dinner again? I'm gonna take a look at this view.
6.
Oh yeah, look at those boats. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. You know what the trouble is, everyone?
7.
Too often we miss opportunities to just stop for a second. Stop for a second, look around, take it in.
8.
Breathe in that fresh air. Think about how lucky we are to have what we have. Yeah, not even a punchline there. Just being completely deep with you guys. I wonder if I can kiss him at the table. And now being infertile. Nah. I'm gonna change that in this episode. Super romantic compliment. How about that? And you know what? I'm even gonna give him a little smooch. If she stays fucking still. Hey there, handsome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You wanna put some chapstick on those lips?
And then the color changes from this magenta.
Why do we always have a cross through our face? And you wonder why we cheat. Oh, they do make a cute couple though, don't they? Oh, food's here. Oh yes, I I'm getting in on some first-person action right now. What quality is it? Normal. What about my drink? Normal. What am I putting over the odds for then? Oh, you know what? Never mind. It's still nice. It's still nice just to get away.
And then you want to chain
Get away
3.
from the stresses and the pressures of modern day life and just have a meal together. Also, I just realised they came for breakfast. It's a good thing it's past 12 o'clock because they're having a full-on turkey dinner for their breakfast. What's next? They're going to have cereal for dinner too. Now, that would just be too crazy. Right,
And then you want to double crochet 2 in each stitch to make 20.
Today, so you know what? I think let's just go home. If we wait for this bill, it's just going to be ages. And Barbie's hungry.
3,
She's hungry. You spent all that time gassing, just been chatting the whole time, didn't even eat your food. What am I
4,
paying for? You know what? I'm not even gonna say go home. I'm just gonna tell her to travel so Ken goes with her. Right, let's just go home. Let's go home and get some business done. Right, now I'm gonna change her fertility because I'm gonna
5,
find something very interesting. So I'm gonna put her at 50%. Which is
6,
higher than the average one they give you. We are going to woohoo with Ken with 0 protection.
7,
Oh, there we go. Anyone notice how Barbie has Barbie dolls on her shelf? So
8.
vain. Alright guys, come on, haven't got all day. Well, I think it's probably time for Ken to leave. You gotta go? Alright, well we'll miss you, Ken.
9,
Spending so much time with Ken has made me feel really guilty about what we've been doing to him, cheating on him with Cole. It's just not fair, no one deserves that. In
10.
fact, I'm gonna call Cole right now. I'm gonna invite him over.
Oh, really? President Jimmy Carter has died? When did Jimmy Carter die?
I'm gonna break it off. Alright guys, so I didn't break it off.
When, hey, St. Andrew, when did Jimmy Carter die?
God, they really are going for it, aren't they?
I mean, not that, like, he was a great...
Hands up, you caught me.
Today? Really?
This was all planned. I fully intended...
Wow, that's crazy.
Cole one more time. But that's only because I thought it would be really funny if she got pregnant.
Thank you for telling me that. I mean...
chance and didn't know who the dad was. Which means I also would have no idea who the dad is, because it's 50% chance. No protection was...
Yeah, I know he was 100 years old, but, I didn't realize he died. I know his wife died before he did.
50% chance, because if she isn't, it just means I got to repeat the process over again and just keep on shagging until eventually we get pregnant. So I guess we'll just see.
Okay, Dash that card feels pro because you and Brown was turned on.
No, I didn't like him either. I mean, granted, I wasn't around when he was president, but, I heard he wasn't a very good president. Like... Did his wife not love him? Is that what you're saying?
What's the situation? Oh, yes! She's pregnant! Okay. Right. Well, seeing as Cole's here, we could just let him know. Oh, shit, he's stomping around the house. He's stomping into the kids' room. Why are you yelling at the teddy bear, Cole? Barbie, you want to share big news? You share big news? Admit to not knowing who fathered your child. Yeah, do that. Don't even give him the big news. Don't even announce that you're pregnant. Just start it off by saying, oh, I don't know who fathered my baby. And then he's going to be like, oh, what? He is furious. The look on his face that he is pissed off. All right, well, you're not exactly the innocent party in this, Cole, right? I seem to remember a certain fiancé that you forget about when you come round here. Named Teresa, ring any bells? Huh? Try. Tell you want to keep the baby. Yeah, we're keeping the baby. Of course we are. We're keeping the baby. He's yelling at us. Oh, lower the tone. Why did it be so loud? Oh my God, did you see the way? You can't do that in 2021. You can't. When a woman says she wants to keep her baby, you can't just go, nah. Don't seem to remember you bringing in the contraception there, mate. God, I'm really hoping it's Ken's now. I really am. Because Cole turned out to be a bit of a fucking dickwad. Fucking stomping. Do you know what? What's he doing with my sister? Don't touch my sister. She's a teen, Cole. She's a teen. What, you want to try and knock her up as well? sending him, get out of my house.
That's great.
Don't
That's
come
funny.
around here yelling at my family. This is great, but I think it's time for me to go home. See you later. Such a cheery goodbye for what's essentially a very tense situation. All right, Bobs. I think maybe let's invite Ken round. We'll give him the news. Let's see how he reacts. Hopefully, in a nicer way that Cole did. Ken Carson will be right over. Well, that is terrific. Look, he's given us some bad movements now. Hey, Ken. Now you might want to sit down. Okay. You know what? Let's start off asking if he wants children. Then we'll tell him. I'm not making that mistake again. Ask him if he wants kids. You want kids? He's nodding his head. I'd like having children. Oh, good. Well, then you're going to be pleased about this. Share big news. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go over here because I want to see the look on his face. Well, he seems really happy about that. Okay, good. God, I hope you're my father. Shall we tell him that we don't know? You know what? Part of me feels like I don't really need to. I might just get Cole to go for a paternity test, and then only if Cole turns out to be the dad will I tell Ken. Otherwise, no real need for Ken to know, is there? He could be none the wiser. Let's just relish in this for a minute. Let's talk about how excited we are about baby room decorations. Organised to provide for the baby, yes, of course. Enthused about the pregnancy. Yeah, we can start being in our element now. See, this is a beautiful moment here, isn't it? You know what? Ken was the egg we needed all along. Who gives a fuck about Cole? Wait, is Ken not even our boyfriend yet? Well, we'll sort that out. Get him to be boyfriend, and we'll give him a snog. Oh, Ken just became the boyfriend of Barbie. Oh. Well, on that fiery note, I think I'm going to end this episode here, so I will. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Are you ready to own it? That perfect fitting, goal scoring, bring the moves, hit the trail, super crafty, got it there. Every Hydro Flask is this.
I remember the humiliation of the Iran hostage crisis thanks to his weak foreign policy. I was in the 8th grade at the time. Wow, that's wild. Just so anybody knows, I know that nobody really has to know this, but in 2023, like in late May of 2023, I was wearing my contacts and I nicked my eye when my contact was in my eye. I was pulling my contact out of my eye, and I ended up getting dirt in my eye, and it has changed this eye for like it's permanently changed. Anyway, so if I'm leaning forward, I can't see really good. That's why. I don't want people to feel awkward or whatever, and they don't always make words easy to see. Well, that's crazy. Who would you say was worse, St. Andrew, Jimmy Carter or Joe Biden? Biden? What makes Biden worse? Like, I can kind of maybe understand why Biden would be worse, because Biden basically has dementia, and at least Jimmy Carter could explain stuff, albeit maybe not in a good way. And did anybody hear about how the Democrats now, they want to try and pull an insurrection? They want to try and pull an insurrection and try and stop the vote. It's like, you can't say, you guys can't, what you guys were saying that like, that, you know, that Trump did this thing and whatever. I'm not even gonna bring it up. I don't even want to talk about it. But January the 6th is stupid. And basically that's all people want to talk about. Like, but they like you can't sit there and say, well, we have to stop them from winning if because we lost. Oh wait, now I gotta change stupid damn hooks. I lost my the one I wanted. Oh, it's right here. Grab the hook. Thank you. Be ready for civil unrest on January the 6th. Well, okay, so I have yeah, I mean, obviously. But like my question to people is Alan Lichtenberg. That's, I'm not trying to point at you guys, but Alan Lichtenberg, I can't remember how to say his name, but he's the key guy. He's the guy that Shank was like, you got it wrong. Your keys are, you lost your keys. He's that guy. Like I looked up the 13 keys that he's talking about, and like, I feel like his keys are very subjective. Like, the keys that he's talking about, like, I mean, you really are gonna tell me that there's not civil unrest in America? There's been civil unrest since freaking 2020. And even earlier than that, there's been civil unrest for a while. So you know, like it's based on like a bunch of subjective. It's how like it's kind of complicated. I'm not trying to treat people like they're stupid. Like, I think the key thing is really subjective. Like, when he talks about like the 13 keys, like, and look it up. But one of the keys was like did the presidency like did they did the it did I'm sorry, I'm stuttering now. I'm sorry, guys. Alan Lichtenman. Yeah, that guy. But like, I think that his keys are very subjective. Like, I think you'd have to be crazy to not see. Like, turn on the damn news. There's people burning buildings to the freaking ground. Like that's insane. There are people throwing frozen water bottles at police officers in the summer of 2020. Yeah, that guy. And I'm not trying to diss him, like, but I feel like his keys are very subjective, like, in a world where, like, politics are very divisive, like, and people want to believe that their candidate will win. But, like, or they're on, this is my side and this is your side sort of game. And, like, I feel like it's very subjective, like, that what his poll is, or his keys are very subjective, like, one of them is like, is the incumbent president Trump, is he charismatic? Well, like, you know, Democrats will say he's not, and Republicans will say he is. So like, it's very subjective, and it's not really like, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a very good way of predicting whether or not the president whether or not like the president will keep his job. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Or is it supposed to be predicting the president? Because, like, all those things lead to Trump, in my opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything. I don't know everything. But I have been predicting that Trump will win because I just see what's going on in the country, and it's just, you don't need to look that hard to see what's going on in this country. When, like, you got one side that's like, you know, calling the other side a danger, a threat to democracy, like, on the daily, like, and you have the, it's just insane. And one of the things that, like, I've been told, like, Trump calls people names. Trump insults people. Like, therefore he's a bad president. He's not very presidential. And I'm like, well, the economy was a, and I know that people are like saying that, like, you know, what's the economy? It's like, and maybe I'm not an economist. I just know that yarn, red heart, I crochet. So red heart, and I know it's based on just my wallet, so I'm not trying to sound like I'm an economist. Look, I'm just a 31-year-old person with a disability who lives with my mom and dad who has an opinion, okay? I'm just somebody who I have autism spectrum disorder. Not that really anybody needs to know that, but, like, I'm just a person who has an opinion. So, and, you know, if you like my opinion, it would be very much appreciated if you subscribed. Please and thank you. And I appreciate those who watch my videos, watch my shorts, you know, listen to me jabber away about nonsense. But yes, so, like, I think his keys are very just, and I keep repeating myself, so I'm very bad at that. There's one of them, like, he's like, is there civil unrest with the incumbent, with the president that's right now, with Biden right now? And I would say there is civil unrest. 5 strong short-term economy. He claimed that the US economy was good. Yeah, he claimed the US economy was good, but, like, if you do, like, one of my bus drivers was like, well, you know, not everybody watches the news. I'm like, but you don't need to watch the news. Go to your local Walmart. Like, if you compare prices 4 years ago to prices now, they're completely different. They've gone up. You don't need to be an economist to know that prices have gone up. And I think that's very kind of condescending to people to say, well, you're not an economist, so what the hell would you know about that? They don't need to be an economist to know that the economy has gone to crap in a handbasket, you know? You don't need to be an economist. You don't need to have a specialty in a degree. Like, you don't, and then one of them was like, are there, like, I believe it was like, were there any wars that were going on or something like that? And it's like, they're not telling us that we're in a war, but, like, I think that, like, when you're giving money or, like, secretly handing weapons to a country who's fighting another country, you are technically aiding and abetting. I don't say the word right, I'm sorry. And embedding a war. And so, like, you're basically, like, asking that other country who's involved with the war to, hey, hit me next. Hit me up next. And, like, so, like, I don't think that, like, you know, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but, like, I know that, like, it's not a great idea to be like, hey, guys, to you know, do that. Like, I think that Undoomed said it best. If you guys aren't subscribed to, prices have increased at Costco by 100% in the past 3 years. That's what I'm saying, is that you don't need to be an economist to know that. Like, you just need to know, like, you just need to have eyes and know how to, like, people who budget their groceries, they know that prices have gone up on food too, yeah. And, like, other things too, like, what was I talking about? Sorry about that. Oh yeah, like people were telling me like that you need to be like some economist or something like that. You don't need to be an economist to know that the prices have gone up. People aren't dumb. People know what's going on. 12, charismatic incumbent. Right. And I feel like, it's a very subjective thing. It's very subjective. Like, I personally don't think, like, I don't personally think that Kamala Harris is very charismatic. I find Trump to be very charismatic. I think that, like, at times Trump doesn't always say the right thing, but who does? Like, people who voted for Trump, they know that, like, who he is. Like, but we voted for him because we're sick and tired of this nonsense that's going on. And, like, you can't just tell somebody, you can't repeatedly tell, like, the whole country, like, oh, I know that the prices have gone up on groceries, but look at the trans people, guys. Look at the trans people. And, like, you can't just keep saying screw giving the people the middle finger. It's ridiculous. And not expect, like, something to happen. I'm not saying that bad things happen. I'm just saying, like, you get voted out, which is what happened. Like, damn it. Please do it. Okay, so if one considers a senile president charismatic, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm also talking about Kamala too, because they kicked out Biden out of his position, and that's the person who ended up taking over his place, and like, nope, didn't work. I gotta tighten my stitches up. I didn't tighten my stupid stitches up. It's alright though. I would recommend, by the way, this yarn is really nice. You just have to make sure you tighten your stitches up. It's not as forgiving. I don't consider a senile president to be very charismatic. But like, Joy Reid literally said, yeah, if Biden comes in in a body bag, I'm gonna vote for that guy over a living president. Like, you're that desperate to not have Trump in the White House that you're literally going to vote for a dead man? Like, that's just scary and stupid. And like, I'll say this once, I'll say this again. If I'm not trying to take a swing at a metaphorical swing at the Kamala voters here, but like, if you were a Kamala voter, you are an uninformed voter because Kamala never really gave you her perspective. Now, she took from like Trump and Biden's ideas, but like, she never came up with her own ideas. Maybe like the family ideas or whatever. Her ideas most of them were stolen from the Trump camp and the Biden camp. Like, and like, people also said that like she never really got a chance to actually do a campaign, but like, I say BS, because like, I think that she could have come up with an idea. Like, all you need is like good ads that show what you're about, like, and you need good ideas. Like, she didn't really need that long to come up with ideas for what she was gonna do. Like, if she was Biden's running VP, like, and she eventually, I assume, wanted to be president of the United States. That's what they're saying that she wants to do in 2028. We'll see what happens. But like, we'll see what happens in 2028. Okay, Alan Lichtman is an arrogant individual. I totally agree. I think he is, because like, you know, I watched the Pierce Morgan one. She had time. She surrendered herself with degenerates. Yeah, I think she had plenty. Like, a lot of people are like, well, she didn't have time, but I don't believe that to be the case, because like, it's just, I don't believe it to be the case. I think I think that, you know, they're lazy. I hate to say it, I hate to say it like that, because like, I don't think they did really anything to help the country when she was VP and Biden was president. I think they were just lazy. And then they tried to, did you hear they tried to sell the parts of the border wall that Trump's going to use? If he can even use them. Bunch of assholes. The taxpayers paid for that. Biden didn't pay for the wall. The taxpayers paid for the wall. Biden didn't pay for shit. The taxpayers did. People like my mom and dad, and people like, I assume yourself, St. Andrews, they didn't pay for the wall. They didn't pay for those pieces that they want to sell off to other countries. The taxpayers paid for that crap. They paid for that wall that wasn't being built. The taxpayers paid for that. Not the people who want to sell it off to other countries. Bunch of idiots. Because it's just ridiculous. Bunch of morons were like talking about how like Biden should give Kamala the presidency for 30 days, and so she could be the first female president. And I'm like, so basically you want to cheapen the effect of like, that sounds like you're turning something that would be an achievement into a cheap thing. Like, she didn't win it, so like, why should she be a president for 30 days? Other than like, I think they're saying that like, then she could be president when Trump was supposed to be president, but like, I don't think that's how that works, man. There's a lot of people that think that that's how that should work. Like, Dolores right now, can I call you tomorrow morning? All right. Yeah, she had the time, she just didn't. Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, they could have done something with the time they had. It really wouldn't have taken them long. Yeah, somebody was calling me. My boyfriend was calling me. And I'm using my phone. So, when when somebody calls, it goes to the, obviously it's a phone. Okay, and then I do a treble, and then I do a double. Here we go. Nope. Yeah, my stream anyway. So I'm working. It's gonna bother me. Century. Working on making this stupid flower still, cause it's very tedious. Anyway, how was everyone's Christmas, by the way? Point.
Designed to perfection and all in for everything. We make it, you own it. I see myself as this smart, strong woman. I've never experienced.
You went to some friend's house? That's nice.
You told me to do.
Oh, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Barbie's Baby Making Business. So, as we left off on the last episode, Barbie is now pregnant and Skipper can now just teleport places. That's pretty interesting. What have you done? Why are you crying? Look at what's left of that doll's house. That's it. That's all that's left. What did you do? I'll get Barbie to repair it, okay? She's crying because the doll's house. Barbie's crying because she's pregnant.
That's awesome.
I'm not too sure what's really going on with the animations there. So yeah, Barbie's pregnant. There we go. See, doll's house is fixed. To be honest, as a family gameplay simmer, I am surprised that it took me 16 episodes to get her knocked up. But there we are. We have got a lot to do in this episode. I'm thinking we're going to throw a little baby shower. But before we get there, I feel like Barbie needs to go and see her friends. Go and tell the girls your news. So I think let's head over there. So I'm thinking we should probably, let's go see the girls. I think we should probably have like a...
It's a new year and time to save on some new furniture with JC Mattress and Furniture Showroom, Jefferson City, New
a little baby shower.
That's awesome. Text mom and dad. Everything is good. Love you guys. Three trebles and then a treble. Where do you work at, by the way, if I can kind of ask? What do you do? EMT at the emergency department. That's really hard. That's a really hard job. You know, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I'll be, you know, you could be watching more. I'm glad that you find me entertaining, but I'm glad that, you know, you could be watching anybody else, so I appreciate that you're taking your time out of what you do. That's a very hard and stressful, it seems like a very hard and stressful job, like, to watch I'm very humbled. I'm not trying to sound condescending or anything. I'm very flattered that you choose to watch my videos. I'm trying to get more better at my videos, but that's a work in progress. But that's awesome. That's a lot of work. You're gonna retire soon? Well, I hope they give you a good pension. I hope they do you right. One of my uncles was forced out of being a pilot because of his age. He flew planes at, I forgot what airport he did it for, but all right, so I know you're not I know you're supposed to, this is my biggest gripe, and anybody who uses this, I do what's called a cheat. I'm gonna show you. You're technically supposed to be able to put the whole darn flower together without having to do this. But they didn't give me enough, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess maybe I have to redo this one because I used this hook and then that took up too much yarn for that hook. So we're gonna redo this whole deal with this hook. So now I'm doing it with this one. So I don't know if I did it with this one, but yes, that's awesome. And then I go, that's one of my, I'm sorry, but I'm griping about you are. It is Ohio State, so good state retirement. That's good, that's awesome. Good for you. Oh yeah, I gotta go see, I'm gonna go get my cat, Archie. Who wants to see Archie? I wanna see Archie. Archie's my buddy. Oh, you're right here, Archie. What are you doing? My buddy. This is my buddy. Archie is my buddy. Whoops, Archie. Whoa, no. Sorry, buddy. Here, buddy. There's your chair. And then one of my supervisors gave me this. Tell me that this doesn't look like that. Looks just like him. It looks so much like him that when I showed him the pillow, he meowed at the pillow. I love cats too. He's my buddy. He's my buddy because he bites my sister. My sister's a jerk to him. Sometimes. My sister's the one that got me this flower power yarn. Do you crochet, St. Andrews? Probably don't have the time to do it, but He's a good boy. No knitting. I don't knit either, I crochet. But yeah, knitting is a lot harder than, knitting looks a lot harder. You don't knit. I actually got into knitting or crocheting because my mom and dad got me looms for Christmas one year, and I started looming hats. And oh, buddy, oh well, he's leaving. Soft to go probably attack his sister. Sorry, I hate to break the news to you, Archie, but my Keurig is still in there. By the way, the iced coffee Keurig machine that the what's it called? What are you called? It's called K Iced Essentials single serve coffee maker. It's one of the so I got the iced one because that's what I use. That's what I make every morning is iced coffee. So like I ended up getting a Keurig machine last year for my mom and dad for Christmas, and the darn thing wouldn't even work. It was, I can't, you'd think that they would do some quality control on those things, because you don't always know. Hey, no, bad. Don't do that. Don't bite the cord. No. That's not a good idea. Make good choices, Archie. Make good choices. Made in China? Probably, but I don't know. I mean, a lot of the stuff, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff is made in China. And then hopefully more things will be made in America. But for right now, I don't know. I mean, it kind of sucks, but I don't know what to. The most we can do is hope that they make more stuff in America. When when Trump was in office, most of the yarn was made in America, and then it started getting made in Turkey. Costco Kirkland coffee is the Costco, like, is that a branded coffee at Costco? Kirkland? Is Kirkland coffee expensive? It is. Does it come in K-cups though? Or is it like you go and you get it at the place at Costco? And I can't believe, one of the things that I can't believe that people were really surprised that Trump won this election. Like, I'm like, how are you surprised? Like, your candidate is as likable as a blanket that was pissed on by cats. And if you know anything about cat piss, it smells bad. But like, I'm like, you got a candidate that's as likable as a wet blanket with cat piss on it, and like, who's like faker than I'd say faker than a $3 bill or $2 bill, but I've actually seen a $2 bill in my lifetime. So when I was growing up, my grandma, my grandma and grandpa would give us $2 bills for Valentine's Day. So well, I'll probably try that too. I should probably try that. Walmart probably has them. I'm not sure. The internet has a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's just, I don't understand how people really thought that Kamala had it in the bag. I'm like, you guys genuinely thought that Kamala had this? Like, she's not a likable candidate. She's not a likable person. I'm not saying that, like, you know, Trump doesn't have his flaws. Like I said, everyone does. And, you know, like, but like, I'm like, this is, I mean, like, I don't know. I felt like they should have, like, if I was a Democrat, I would have been pissed off because, like, I didn't vote for Kamala. Like, you don't just get to, like, I don't know. I don't even understand how that would have been, how it's legal what they did. I don't know. Again, I don't know much about that stuff and how you can switch over, but like my dad was saying that, like, no, it had to be Kamala, and I believe because he's a history teacher. But my dad was like, no, it had to be Kamala because like they would lose like 100 million or $1 billion in a war chest. Like they would, all that money would be gone if they chose another candidate. But like, I don't know. I think I'd risk it for the biscuit. But I don't think that they have a say. I don't think that Kamala or Biden have a say because they have like people around them, I guess. I'm not sure if that's how that works. Like, they work very differently. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it in a good way, but and so in other news also, so the Department of Labor, they are trying to shut down. Like I work at Lake Area Industries, and it's a workshop for people with disabilities, and I. Oh my gosh. There, is it in here? No, it's not in there. Anyway, in the description below, when I'm done with my video, I will leave you a thing to if you would like to comment, you can. The Department of Labor is trying to shut down our place of work, and like, I don't know, they've been trying to shut us down since the 80s. But like, people who try to shut us down, they don't understand that like we take pride in our work, and like that they're not helping us out when they do that. Like, they're doing the opposite of helping us out. And when I go to my work, I take pride in my job. So when this is like just a hobby right now, but what my real job is I work at Lake Area Industries, and I go to a nursing home and I clean residents' rooms. I help clean the rooms. I clean the facility. I help clean the facility out. And I help fold in laundry, and I do all sorts of stuff. go down one more peg. Where did my, oh, it's right here. But anyway, in the description, I'm going to add a place where if you would like to comment, all the comments needed would be really appreciated, because places like my workshop help me out. Places like my workshop help out people who can't find, who are incapable of getting jobs because they just can't do it outside of the workshop. And so it helps people out. Like workshop, like when I say workshop, I'm not talking about like a place in China. I'm talking about like for disabled people. And for people who don't understand what a workshop is, they're very highly regulated by the government. So like if anything happens inside a workshop, trust and believe the government's gonna be all on them like stink on a pig. So like, here's to hoping that this new year is gonna be a better year than, and more better than ever. All right. Finding a smaller crochet hook. One of the main reasons is that like it's because of the pay. But like, when people say that, they don't really understand that like that a lot of people who have disabilities, they're on SSI, and so they get paid less because they're on SSI. So like you're getting paid, like, and I get it, like when you that's one reason. Another reason is it's outdated. Well, you know what, there's a lot of things that are outdated that we still freaking use. I mean, can you imagine what the world would be like? You know, oh, the Mayans created a zero. Zero is outdated, guys. Just chuck that out the damn window with the baby in the basket, damn it, because zeros have been around since the Mayans have been around. The wheel is outdated, guys. We can't use the wheel because it's outdated. That's another one they use, is that it's outdated. They say that that workshops are outdated, and that, you know, these are people who don't even who haven't even stepped foot in a workshop. How would they know that a workshop is outdated? As a matter of fact, I will also link my other YouTube channel, which shows what I do. I can't always videotape because obviously I'm working, and there's two reasons why. But one, I'm working, and two, the place that I go to, they have regulations. they, well, obviously regulations. They have rules on videotaping residents, so I don't videotape residents. But the Department of Labor's got a lot of stupid things. They just, I don't know. But like, they've been trying to remove 14C. If you're really interested in it, like, I don't know how, but it's just insane, because there's I get very passionate about it, because like, some of the people that I work with, there's no way they could work anywhere else. They don't have the capacity to work anywhere else. Like, and then on top of that, they live with their mom and dad or with a caregiver. That caregiver has to stop working to take care of that person. I'm not trying to say workshops are a place where people get babysat, because like, I work, but some people, they don't have the capacity to understand stuff, like, and that's not fair. I hate to say that's not fair, because people are gonna be like, life's not fair. I'm like, yeah, I know life's not fair. You don't have to tell me life's not fair. Like, it, you know, I'm not trying to have a pity party here, but if somebody was like, somebody had asked me, would you have wanted to have seizures and be diagnosed with epilepsy? I'd be like, hell no. So I know life's not fair, but it's, I don't know exactly how to put it, where, anyway, it's not just, it's probably a better word to put it. It's not just that, like, you know, people who don't really understand what workshops are about can just, you know, with a fell swoop of a pen, sign their initials and, you know, change how other people have to live their lives. And like, it's crazy to me that people think that way. Like and you want the tea, the Biden administration is one of the reasons why workshops are under threat. The Department of Labor under the Biden administration has been going after workshops like Lake Area Industries since he got stepped into office. Ever since I kid you not, in January of 2021, he had you know, the HR 1 bill that was for COVID. It's supposed to be for COVID, right? It's supposed to be for COVID, correct? You know, that bill had something about removing the 14C in it. Now, why is the 14C put in there? Why are you trying to remove the 14C in this stupid bill? So, like, we've been having to fight this. It feels like every other year the Biden administration was trying to screw us over. But you know what? We stand and we fight. As a matter of fact, last year, you want some good tea? I'm gonna tell you the tea right now. The Department of Education slammed down at least I believe the state of Missouri, maybe the federal government, but like, they're like, why are you guys going after workshops in the state of Missouri? They've already, yeah, we are gonna keep fighting, because that's all we can do is keep fighting. And we, you know, if this is not just this is a federal thing, but praise God, because so Trump, now that there's a new administration going into play, everything that they want to do right now is frozen. They can't do anything. So we have to step in, and I left a comment, my mom and dad left a comment, because they don't want workshops to be shut down, because they know what workshops do, and they know what they provide. Like, anybody who does it is against workshops, like, either has malintention or doesn't understand what they're doing. And I want to say, because I want to give people the benefit of the doubt in a way, because like, and say that they're not trying to harm people, because some of the people there, they really do I feel like they genuinely want to help people out. They just are not they're just like, you know, when they're helping people out, they're not doing it right. Like if you watch my other channel, I have a video where I write down what I wanted to say to the Department of Labor, that they were able to post my video up and say that, show the Department of Labor how I feel. But I say that the road to hell was paved with good intentions. What they're doing is they're trying to, there's some people might have the best intentions, but the road to hell was paved with good intentions. So like, we still have to keep fighting that. And it's kind of a bummer that, you know, people don't really get that. It's crazy. And never has now, like when Trump was in office, have you, yeah, we have to contact Congress people all the time and tell them about that. Like for example, in January, we contacted all our Congress people, like they know who we are. Like Josh Hawley knows who we are. Josh Hawley is our senator. And we go to the Capitol in March, and it's called either Day on the Hill or Day of Choice or something like that. One of them is when you get to go to DC, which I got to go to. I didn't have my YouTube channel then, but yes, I went to DC to talk. I was the only one at the time that talked to my Congress people for my workshop. I was the only one that represented my workshop, because I don't think that my boss realized there was a bunch of people going to with other workshops, but I represented us well. Yeah, we write a bunch of letters and stuff like that, and all the Congress people who know us, they know of our workshop. And Natalie has talked to Josh Hawley, and I talked to Josh Hawley once too. I made a weird face when I took a picture with him, and my mom's like, Ian, why did you make that confused face? I was like, I don't know, we were taking a picture. I didn't realize we were taking a picture at the time. I'm just like, I was confused. It was very confusing. So, it's okay though, because, you know, you live life and you learn. Maybe I'll get to take another picture with him one day. But yeah, we just, we found out that they were trying to remove people's ability to get our 14Cs within 3 years. And I think that's crazy. But so far, the comments have been positive, but we need to keep on pushing and trucking along, because that's what we need to do. And that's kind of just, you know, what needs to happen. We have what's called A-Team. And A-Team, they, well, we advocate for ourselves. Like, and it's very important to advocate for yourself. Like in the state of, there's like 9 states that have already removed 14C. In California, they 17,000 people have lost their jobs. Like disabled people have lost their jobs. So like when people are like, oh well, you should, you know, it's all about the money, and like, you know, like I'm like, but they made that bill. They made that. They could easily reverse it. And like, what are you like, you know, I'm sure that they did that because of the homeless crisis and whatever else is going on, but like, you know, it's crazy. But in the state of Missouri where I live, we workshops for disabled people hire 5,000 people a year. We have 5,000 workers at workshops. In not in one workshop, but like, you know, they hire way more workers than like, for example, Microsoft was on the Department of Labor call, and they were like, we hire 50 employees. And somebody who was one of the workshop directors was like, well, congratulations on hiring 50 employees. We hire 5,000. It's the best burn ever. And I just am like, wow, that's amazing. And I can't believe that, like, you know, that they would literally walk up and say that. Now, I think that, like, the real phrase that needs to go, the people who are hired, and I'm not saying that that's not a good thing that they get hired by Microsoft. Hey, if you're gonna get you got a job, that's wonderful. That's great. I support people, anybody who has, it's their, they should have the choice to be able to choose. If they want to work at a coffee shop at Microsoft, they should be able to have that choice. We support disabled people no matter where they go in life. That's the point. But like, I believe that it's not about it when it comes to those situations. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. They know somebody who, and hey, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. If you know somebody and you're like, you're a hard worker, like I was able to get a work job at a workshop because one of the board members works with a family member of mine. We wouldn't have been able to get in any way else because they were gonna have us wait. But we were able to, you know what? I'm going to. I still recommend this yarn because it's pretty, but it doesn't do like. Anyway, what I was saying was it's not when it comes. I feel like when it comes to like there we go. It's not about what they know. It's about who they know. They know somebody, which you know that's a great thing that they know somebody who's able to help them out. Like I said, it's wonderful. Like we should be supporting people in it being able to find jobs. Where? There. And then that means I gotta take this whole yellow section off. I gotta be very precise with this. Yeah. Oh, it's extra now. Well, I'm glad that you guys got to stop by. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, like I'm gonna end my video because I'm kind of getting bored. But it was nice talking to everybody. All right, bye guys.